Y'all here? I'm having a little technical difficulties. Oh, there you are. Hi, Lady T. 1981. Oh, that light. Should I get rid of that light? No. Hey, peoples. How y'all doing? Hi, Deanna Irvin. Your name just popped out at me. God before everything. Kimberly White. Mocha Drop. How y'all doing? Alfreda Gross. Hi, everybody. It's Z. Goddess of Light and L Blue. Welcome, everybody. Listen, I know not only myself, but a lot of people are sitting here, we're perplexed when we're waiting for this answer because the situation with Cardi B and Tasha K has seemed to have a new element to it. In as much as Tasha K came on yesterday and she cried and she boo-hooed, right? And she messaged Cardi B in this desperate effort. Now, I got to say, it never even occurred to me since this thing started that Cardi B could actually withdraw the judgment. I thought that after the judgment was done, there's nothing left to be done other than pay her, right? It never occurred to me that someone would have it in their heart to drop something like that. Now, I'm all over the place. So let me start like this. I don't think Cardi B is as rich as people put on. Not rich enough to be writing off millions of dollars. You know, not only the judgment, but she's got to write off if she decides to withdraw this lawsuit. She's got to write off $1.2 million in money she's probably already paid out or close to paid out for fighting this woman for the last couple of years, right? Last 3 or 4 years. So it never even occurred to me that her coming on here crying. So we have to give her the applause, honey. Wonderful performance, Miss Tasha K. My thinking, Tasha K is probably bipolar. I think she gets going and she doesn't control herself. She needs to get off the bottle. But because she is a bad person or she has bad characters, she has bad characteristics, does that mean that Cardi has to drive her insane? Because the woman looks like she's breaking up, right? For me, I would say, oh, that's a wonderful thing. If I were, I mean, I'm not a fan of Tasha K at all, but I would say that's a wonderful thing. You're going to let this woman live? Because in the position that Cardi B is in right now, we don't use the God's name in vain other than when we were cussing. But she has really got a lot of power over Tasha K. Imagine somebody being under this kind of pressure for the last 2 years, trying to hide money, trying to pay all these lawyers, trying to figure out how to get over this damn thing, filing bankruptcy, all this. She can make it go away like that. And that's a lot of power on the part of Cardi B. So the controversy happens because after she made that hour-long video, basically begging without apology. Now, I will say this: no matter what happens, she still needs to apologize to that woman. It doesn't have to happen on here. It can or cannot, but that has to be a part of it because she really didn't apologize to her. She tried to have empathy and take advantage of some statement that Cardi B made about putting a bullet in her head. Well, Cardi B just talks rough. I did hear a statement from her today, and she said, well, that's why I talk when I get angry or upset, whatever. This just like slang. Like on YouTube, many times, no matter what these people claim, people will tell you, kill yourself. Now, that's just current slang, right? I don't think Cardi B was in any danger of hurting herself. But since she said that, Tasha K saw that as an opportunity to jump in and say, "Oh, I can relate, Cardi, we're sisters," and all this kind of stuff, right? And it seemed like it might have actually got to this woman, because Cardi B came back and said that she's going to talk to her mother about it. First, she said that someone who doesn't like her very much said something nice to her and made her cry, right? So in that moment, maybe she needed a little encouragement from her enemies. She heard her. I guess Tasha K was messaging her, don't do it, Chardy. Oh, I need you here too, so I will be a better person by you suing me. That makes me a better person. All this. Tasha K is in a place like this, right? She has to crawl at this point because she's tried everything. She can't get out of this lawsuit. And now they're coming to, after this bankruptcy, this is where the rubber hits the road. She has to pay her because they're gonna take the money. The people in the bankruptcy, they're gonna structure it where she has to make this payment. If she don't make the payments to the woman can come back and take everything she got, everything she ever owned the rest of her life. Right? On Cardi's part, I think, I'm gonna talk for a minute, people, and then I'll say hello. I'll come back. But on Cardi's part, if she did, she said she's gonna talk to her mother and her attorneys about this situation, right? Everybody seems to think that, of course, her attorney is going to say, hell no, this is their bread and butter, honey. It's one of the biggest cases they ever had, right? So I don't know if she paid them up front or it was just pending on the lawsuit when they get paid. If it's pending on the lawsuit for them to get paid, obviously they're going to say, hell no, right? We're waiting for her to pay so we can be paid, right? Anyway, where was I at? As far as Cardi is concerned, not only would that make her look like it was good public relations, right? I mean, I don't know who pays millions of dollars for public relations, but also there's the thing that she probably realizes that she's not going to get $4 million out of this woman anyway, right? She's probably, even if she were to get everything she had, it would still not even pay the legal costs. So that would be something they would have to consider as well. Can she pay? Because Miss Tasha K was on there. I'm gonna pay. I'm gonna pay the money. I'm gonna pay. I just don't got the $4 million. I just don't got. So she's broken her down, right? This is this video that Tasha K made. It did appear that she's a broken woman, right? And if that's what you wanted, but the only problem for me would be, I mean, I'm the kind of person, I believe it or not, I used to make money. And I've forgiven a lot of people just because I know how miserable they were, right? But not anything like this kind of money, right? But if she don't have the money, you can't get blood from a turnip, honey. She has the power over her, but I would not trust Tasha K to not do the same thing, to make a joke out of it after it's been relieved. You can't say, okay, I've forgiven, I've dropped the case, you don't owe me nothing, and then come back because she made another comment and then start it up again. It's not the way it works. If she does that, then of course it will be, I mean, I assume that they would have agreements. You won't use my name, you won't do this, you won't do that, which she'll violate, just like Donald Trump. He can't shut up, and then gave him all kind of goddamn fines, and he's still running his mouth. Can't help it. So we don't know what kind of character, but if Tasha K is crazy and she is that's just who she is, kind of thing, can you still, out of your goodness, forgive the debt? What y'all think? What y'all thinking today? What y'all thinking today? I got to start using StreamYard so somebody can come up here and talk to me. Oh man, I'm gonna make this thing a little bit bigger so I can see. I can see what y'all saying. There we go. Hi, Betty White. Deanna, you still in here? What y'all think? Do y'all think that she's gonna do it? Well, why would she introduce it if she wasn't gonna do it? Right? Cardi has a lot more information than we do, right? So she knows pretty much if she's going to ever see any actual money. Now she can take all a little check. Tasha K likes to talk big shit like she's so rich and all that, but she's basically doing what we do. She got bigger numbers. That's all. You know how AdSense is. That's what that was her primary income. Anyway, I would say that would be a start. She's breaking her down a little bit. So you maybe have to throw herself on her sword 2 or 3 more times. Plus, in these little messages, basically, you need to apologize. I mean, what the hell is the big deal about apology, honey? God damn, it's how you got into this whole mess. You could have said, I'm sorry, and I'll take the video down from the very beginning. Anyway, my concern would be all those legal fees, though. I don't know how that works. I know these ambulance chasers, these damn lawyers, when they're dealing with poor people like us, they don't get paid unless we get paid, right? You go against somebody, you get this huge lawsuit, then that's when your lawyers get paid, right? That's what the Murdoch fool got all up in all that trouble about. That's how his case started, because he was supposed to, he was getting these big, whatever. I'm all confused now. So the lawyer is going to say, no, baby, if you're going to withdraw, you have to pay us something. We've been working on this thing for 5 years, you know. Cardi said the next day that nothing has changed. Oh, yeah, I heard that, Natalie. Cardi said nothing has changed, but there was a chink in her armor. That's all we can say so far. There was a moment of softness. So the mama might say, hell no, get her, you get her. I don't know. It seems to me, if I say I'm going to talk to my mother about it, of all people on the planet, you know, the mother going to want you to do the right thing and have compassion and love. Plus, she ain't got the money anyway, you know. Now, you can keep bleeding her and taking everything she got. You will ruin Tasha K, but will you really get anything substantial from her? I doubt it. She kept saying that she's going to pay. I'm going to give you the money. That's like a surrender. I'm going to pay. Because before, just a month ago, she was saying, I ain't paying you nothing. I ain't got it. I ain't got it. I ain't got it. All this hell shit, bragging about how you ain't got no money and all this kind of stuff, right? That's switched now. Now she said, I'm going to give you the money. I know I owe you. I owe you. I'm going to give you your money. I just don't got the $4 million. Well, girl, that's true. That'd be true for most people, honey. Mm-hmm. Tasha K finessing Cardi B. Well, she's a hell of an actress, because apparently, even if it was just for a moment. Now, since Tasha K can't control her mouth, she'll probably say something and Cardi B will hear about it. I get the impression that Cardi B is a sensitive woman. Even though she talks tough and streetwise and all that, many times you'll find that people, some of the toughest people are some of the softest people, right? So anyway, Cardi B said that. Okay. So we're going to have to watch this. This is a story, though. Hold on a minute. Need to cancel that. Uncle Tim, I don't think you know Cardi's real coin. No, I don't know her real money. She's only had one album, though, right? I mean, it's not like we're talking about Beyonce here, right? Beyonce, Jay-Z, they're both multimillionaires. We know they got a lot of money. But Cardi B has basically had one album, I think, and some singles. So she makes money when she travels, but she's also been having she's had babies too, where she hasn't been on the road constantly. So is she making the kind of money that she can write off millions of dollars? Just, okay, I'll let you go. I don't know. I know they're in a position where she gave her husband a Rolls Royce, didn't she? Mm-hmm. Deanna said, child, fuck Tasha. Well, that's the attitude of most people concerning Tasha K. They feel like she had it coming or whatever. But it still comes down to, if Cardi, she could just use it for publicity. I mean, it is one of the biggest stories that ever hit social media, at least over here. At least with these gossip bloggers. She might have affected how they do business, as a matter of fact. But it'd also be a big story if she actually forgave the the debt. That's very risky though, because then you have no control over what Miss Tasha K does. So anyway, my thought, my own personality. If I know I wasn't gonna get the money anyway, and all I was gonna do is get some chump change, $5,000 or $6,000 a month, I'd probably forgive it myself. But it would still have that issue of all the money I paid out. I'm not just gonna give you $1.2 million. So you would definitely have to pay me my court costs, if nothing else. So maybe they'll put it on the table that she can reduce the judgment. I don't know if the courts do all that for you, so she can at least make her car payments and things. It's supposed to be the bankruptcy people are supposed to organize where she can pay all these people back, because Tasha's not the only debtor, right? So they may let her keep a house and a car, you know. I don't know how Cardi B could be that rich. She's only been around for what, 4 or 5 years. She's only had one album. I'm not criticizing her at all. I mean, it's phenomenal what this woman has done. I would like to see in Tasha K's public apology, she has to get down on her knees, honey, and kiss some ass publicly. Now that you wanna forgive $4 million, yes, you gotta have to really humble yourself, right? But I would like to see her sell it. Why? I mean, why did you do this? I'm jealous. I have a problem with colorism. Many times many of my insults are concerning your long hair, the color of your skin, right? That would be heartfelt and honest. Here's why I don't like you, or here's why I chose to attach to you. You might even say, well, you know, my first video about you, it had 400,000 views. So for me, it was just about money. People seem to want to see that, and I took advantage, and I'm sorry for it. You know, I was listening to somebody, and they were saying, "Who's that woman, Neek at Night?" Well, she was saying her whole argument was that Cardi B has a potty mouth as well, and she says some pretty extreme things about people, right? So maybe she could appeal to that part of Cardi. Okay, we're both women who talk rough. We both have crossed the line, kind of thing, and appeal in that way. At this point, she got to do whatever she has to do, or she's going to be living like this for years and years. Can you imagine? Years and years of paying this kind of money. I don't care. Get Tasha K. Oh, Dobie don't like her either. She made a lot of enemies, honey. Hi, Alfreda Gross. Hope all is well with you. Hi, Forever Lisa. You speaking to Dobie? Well, they made an example of her, but the example still exists. The point is now, do you want to destroy this woman? Probably, if she had to stand up under this kind of payment and this kind of pain, Miss Tasha K might lose her mind. She seems to be cracking now. If I had to go to work every day, girl, and give my paycheck to somebody else, yeah, that might play on my sanity. So does she feel good? She said, Cardi B said, I don't feel good about it. Surprisingly, I don't feel good about it. I'm going to talk to my mom. You know what mom's going to say. But all this just happened yesterday, so we'll have to see. Will Tasha K change her ways? Slightly. She's going to have to, unless she's stupid, she's going to have to learn something here about defamation, I would think, after going through all this. Yeah, her life's going to be changed. But it's just, does Cardi B have it in her heart to let this woman live? If I had to guess, I'd say they make an arrangement for these legal costs. Right? You can't walk away from that. So yeah, she made a statement saying that nothing has changed. Well, nothing has changed so far. Her lawyers might tell her, girl, are you crazy? Hell no. After all this damn legal maneuvering, and we got you exactly what you wanted, right? We broke all records for your judgment. You can't vacate this, right? You want to reconsider it after, every year I'll reconsider. How much have you given me? Tasha K had enough time to do a GoFundMe. That's what I thought, Dovey. Tasha K had enough time to do a GoFundMe, and it's the pride thing for Tasha K. That's what I said. I said that from the beginning. She could have crowdfunded. If GoFundMe don't allow you to raise money for legal costs, there are other ways to crowdfund money, right? There's other ways to have fundraisers. She could have had a big ball to raise the money. Everybody knows about it, girl. She was not determined to raise the money. So now she's gotten all the way to the end, honey. At the end of the road, end of the road, the end of the road. She arrived at the end of the road now. And now she's going to see, okay, we can keep the business open. They're not going to evict us. We got enough money for that. And that's it. Right? It's hard to go to work when you work for somebody else. You just got to get the money away. Shit. Cardi B's mom is just as inarticulate. Oh, come on now. And dumbfounded as Cardi child. Mm-hmm. Well, hell, a lot of our mamas, girl, don't have no PhDs, girl. That don't make them stupid shit. Because they don't speak the language well. Mm-hmm. Remember, we started off in slavery in this country, child. We've come a long way, baby. And your mama could still have some of that wisdom, honey, without being educated, a smart woman, or a rich woman. She rich now. Because her baby. Yeah, her uncle's, her lawyer's going to strongly advise against that. I mean, that's their business. They're in their business to get judgments. How would you feel? You work 5 years or something, and then you're going to say all that work was for nothing. Cardi's mom is, she's Trinidadian? I thought she was Puerto Rican. I don't know. Cardi's mom is trying to get that. Doesn't mean she's stupid. Right. Mm-hmm. Look at all these grandmamas we had, honey. Grandma and grandpa, they weren't real smart. I mean, they might not spoke well, but they still had the wisdom of their age, the wisdom of raising children, coming through poverty and all kind of racism and all kind of stuff. Because of them, that's why we're here. So somebody made some right decisions. No, she said Rochelle Brown. You said, why should she talk to her mother? I would have talked to Offset. No. She said, no, that ain't going to work. If she talked to her friends, they're going to tell her, hell no, bury that bitch. And then her husband feels the same way, right? She's talked plenty of bad shit about him too, and his family and his children. So no, that wouldn't be. She said that would not. These people would all be biased. And as we see on YouTube, most people they're biased. They say no, pay her, but we don't know the financial situation, right? If somebody say she owes you $4 million and she's gonna give you $900 a month, that wouldn't move me either, honey. God damn. Maybe it's time for me to let it go. But Tasha K fucked up. She should have included an apology in this groveling she did yesterday. You know, she was in tears and snot running down her nose and all this kind of stuff. And that would have been more effective if it also included an apology. And I think it should also say, here's why I'm prejudiced against you. Here's why I attacked you specifically. It's not like you were out here doing something to me. I picked you. Whoa, I chose you. baby. Whoa. Y'all don't know about that. That's Willie Hutch. He's going to tell her daughter to let it go. Sorry, only black mom push that forgiveness. And the Bible saying shy girl complex. Cardi mom is going to tell her daughter to let it go. Sorry, only black mom push that forgiveness and what the Bible say, or what the words say. Sorry, but it's true. Wait a minute. So the black mother say that? Well, you saying that both of them say that then. You said her mother would tell her to let it go. And sorry, only black mom push that forgiveness and what the Bible say. Yeah. Bible also say eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth, girl. The Bible say pretty much anything if you go looking for it. If you want to beat your children or you feel guilty about beating your children, you go to the Bible and it says spare the rod and spoil the child. It can say just about everything, honey. They're in war. The whole thing is they're in wars, right? So Bible say, thou shalt not kill, yet they're killing all the way from page 1. No, either way, Cardi B's gonna come out the hero with all this. She'll come out the hero. And some people say, girl, you gave up $5 million. You gave up $5 million. He said, no, but girl, the point is, was I ever going to get $5 million from her? Was I? I mean, how much is a car worth or a house worth? Even if I wouldn't took everything she got, what's it worth? It's all mortgage. She got mortgages. I don't know what that play was where Tasha moved out of her house and into an apartment. I don't know if that somehow protected her house or whatever. But what's a house worth when you just got it? You only got it a couple of years ago, and it's a mortgage. You take over the mortgage, honey. It ain't like it's not like an asset that's paid for. So you're not really taking anything. You're taking on a debt. You can take her equity. How much equity you get in a house for 3 years? Sorry, I meant her mom isn't going to tell her let it go. Okay, only black moms push that. So the other races say, hey, girl, get that money. Get that money, honey. Money, 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 money. Mm-hmm. You can forgive without being a pushover. My mom would never say, let her get away with what she did. She talked about her grandbaby. Mm-hmm. That Nika Knight lady was, she was making the point that, well, they both talk like that. That the girl, Cardi B, says some pretty harsh shit like that. I mean, she talks pretty harsh. She said she's going to put a bullet in her head because she was in a bad mood. So she might say, well, girl, I got you. You suffered. But we have to remember that Tasha K, in her efforts to fight this thing, has paid out quite a bit of money in legal fees already. But it didn't go to Cardi. It went to the lawyers. I don't know if she'd give it anything to Cardi B. And that little $1,000 girl, what's that? Something to dig in your nose with. I don't know if she's giving her anything. Right? I think so. There was some talk a month or so ago, a couple months, and they were saying that Tasha K had offered Cardi B. I might have this wrong. Had offered her $225,000 or some shit like that on a $5 million debt. I think so, but that wouldn't even cover the legal costs. So they might renegotiate. Say, okay, girl, you ain't got no $5 million, and you ain't gonna have it for the next 20 years. So you're gonna fuck it up, and I'll end up not getting paid and chasing you for the rest of my life, right? How much did the Goldmans get from OJ? They had the huge judgment, but how much did they actually get? So I'll come off a hero if I let it go, but you can never do this to me again, right? We just ghost each other. Natasha K, in order to get her to drop the suit. Well, yeah, of course. I'm sorry, Cardi. Oh, we're sisters. All that old shit, right? until she signs on the dotted line. Then she's free again. Because really, she has to concentrate. I mean, that's a desperate woman. I wouldn't be surprised to show up at Cardi B's door begging on her knees, honey. And you should. You're talking about millions of dollars, honey. At this point, Cardi B has total control over a person's life. So would it make you feel good? I don't know. Black America. Black American. Cardi's mom is not Latina. She's light, but it's Trinidadian. So Trinidadian, is that black? Her dad is Dominican. Now, in Dominica, don't they have both white and black people? I don't know. Identifying by the country, I don't know about that, because we as Americans, we're all different kind of colors, girl. We're still Americans, right? So because you come from Dominican Republic, does that make you all the same color? She doesn't appear to be a black woman. I don't know. People are whatever the hell they say they are to me. DJ Envy doesn't look like a black person, but he says he's black. So who am I? Or as Andrew Caldwell will say, who are I to judge? You know, don't tell them what people are. People are biracial. Their mom could be all the way black, and their dad could be all the way white, whatever, and they come out looking Latina. Y'all remember on the Jeffersons? On the Jeffersons, Lionel was black, and his sister was totally white, and they're both biracial, right? Trinidad and Dominican are black, native, and European. Yeah, there are people Trinidad live in this building. They're dark skinned. They don't look like a black Americans though, but and Dominican. So Dominican, are they dark skinned, or do they look Latin? She definitely looks Latin. I mean, I always thought she was Puerto Rican. Although I'm not really into the race thing like that. I wouldn't give a damn what she is. She's a pretty woman. She's a talented girl. I would rather spend her time getting more music, though. I still think I'm amazed that she's only had one album. So y'all think she's a billionaire or something? She's Beyonce. I don't know that I agree with that. Both. Oh, wait a minute. DJ Envy looks Latino, but both parents are black. Genetics are interesting. Oh, both his parents were black. That's why he says that. Okay. It's funny though. Everybody they know, everybody involved in that scam, they all look Latin. I mean, from the fat dude, everybody they had contact, all the people they ripped off. Seems like pretty much all of them were look like Latin. They look like they could all be brothers. Maybe that was the draw. Yes, Dominicans can be dark-skinned people. Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, Michelle, in these modern times, all we have to do is go over here to Google. Are Dominicans. Should we say black? Yeah, here it is. They got it right here. They got are Dominicans black? Are Dominicans African, Spanish? Are Dominicans? So this is a big question because a lot of people on here, all right, I mean, and Google, they got are Dominicans black? Are Dominicans Hispanic? Are Dominicans allowed to say the N-word? Are Dominicans African? Are Dominicans Latinos? Are Dominicans black or Hispanic? Are Dominicans Latin? Are Dominicans Afro? Let's just go with black and see what they say. Are Dominicans black? We're going to go with the first answer they gave us. And it says yes. Okay. I'm looking at Dominican people. They are definitely dark skinned. So if you want to call that black, they're definitely dark skinned. They're darker than Mexican. Let me see. I don't want to read all this stuff, but Black, dark skin, brown skin, light skin, and Haitian Dominicans are just some other words. So they're all kind of people, just like Americans are all kind of people, honey. But the pictures they showed us, they look like almost like Cubans. Mm. I don't think somebody white is any more American than me, and I'm black, right? Or Latin Americans or whatever. You can't go purely by where a person comes from because they're not all the same. I was amazed when I started seeing, because I live in California. We got all kind of people here. The black Mexicans, there are a lot of them. Look just like us. All through diaspora. I can't say diaspora. Uncle Tim's slave ships went all through out the diaspora, whatever the word is. Dominicans aren't black, and most get very offended if you say they are. I lived in Miami, and not all are black. You say not all are black, shy girl. So that means that some are. The picture they just showed me, they did not look like African Americans. So I don't know what the mixture is there, but they're not all the same, right? I'm sure they have, even white people. White people are not all the same color. They might have light skin, but that also includes Jews, white, uh, Italians, they white. But even amongst the ones who call themselves Anglos, they have redheads where everything is all pink and light colored, and they have dark-haired people where their eyes are brown and all their features are darker. Their skin is still light, but they have all kind of different kind of people too, honey. Let us not be limited. A lot do get offended if you call them black. Oh, okay. I'll call you whatever you want to be called, baby. Whoever you are, that's who you are. Cardi has shown her mother and her aunt aren't dark. They aren't dark. Okay. She's not dark. And then she speaks in broken English. So obviously she was raised in a household that was an African American. I don't know. That doesn't mean that her father couldn't be black. Mm. Some Afro Dominicans. They're very dark, curly hair. Mm-hmm. I didn't pay attention to the hair that I just pulled up. I think they have a softer hair too, sort of like Moroccans. I think. I don't know. Did I see Kaya's live? What's Kaya talking about? She don't come over here. What's Kaya's problem? Blink, Bianca, Binky Bianca. That was a big case. Some people say that the whole beef sector started talking about T.S. Madison and Kaya. I don't believe that's true because I was doing the exact same thing a couple of years before they showed up. But that was a big one. That was a big story, honey. Especially when she walked out on Monique. Mm-mm. She's going live again tonight. Okay, we'll check her out. She's funny. Her neck and her back, licking her and her. I was impressed with her when she made that song. Next call. Wait a minute. There's a hater on the line. Do it one more time. Next call up, bitch. You ain't talking about nothing, itch. That was very creative. Because she'd be going at it with T.S. Madison. People would call in, she cuss them out and hang up on them. As a matter of fact, when the first time I heard those two together, I made a video telling T.S. Madison to run for her life. I said, what you got that woman that went in your house for, banging on your furniture, girl? Well, I have a heart attack to start banging on my goddamn French desk. But they ended up having quite a run there. Well, they were most popular in this sector. Tasha K crying on you on IG again? Okay. Yeah, go ahead, humble yourself, honey. You asking for a big forgive. I mean, Cardi may do it if she has the power to do it, but no, you have to really work for that, honey. It's not a casual thing. It's got a sting. Mm-hmm. Hi, Morky Mom, 53. Are you 53? You're a young woman. Cardi's roots are kinky. Mm-hmm. I guess a lot of people, you just have to call them biracial, right? It could be more than one thing. That was jamming. Oh, there's a hater on the line. Let me talk to him one more time. Next caller, bitch. You ain't talking about nothing, bitch. I'm sorry. That's her words and not mine. All of us born in New York City are crazy. You born in New York City? I love to see New York. I mean, there's two sides of New York, but it's mostly become a place for rich people now, it seems like. But all that energy and all that density. San Francisco is pretty dense. It's nothing like New York City, though. How you doing, Soul Sister #1 show? Well, people, I told you I was going to send some. I ordered my books. I was going to send them out to certain people who wanted autographed copies and my moderators. But I got a notice last night. Apparently, they didn't charge my account, right? And so it hasn't been sent. I'm supposed to put other credit card information. So we'll take care of that next week. Okay? I put in a pretty big order for a whole lot of books. And it hasn't been shipped out. I assumed that they charged me when I ordered them, but they didn't. Jack, call. Next caller. They had a nice little run there. It's too bad it fell apart. All over a damn what's that all about? I know it came to a climax with Monique. Monique was going to be on the show. Kaya was acting a fool. She didn't want to appear. She said that fuck Monique, right? She was obsessed with this damn show growing. Maddie was trying to grow it and actually have a studio in her basement, right? T.S. Madison. Kaya hated the idea, and she wanted to do it up on the first floor on a laptop, right? But T.S. Madison wanted to grow the show. It was doing so well. And that's what they fell out about. Also, Kaya didn't like these, I won't say the words, but these gay people. And it turned out to be Larry Reed and his old partner. What's his old partner name? She didn't like, apparently, you try to challenge my memory here. T.S. Madison appeared on Larry Reed live show, and she was so impressed with his setup. Buddha was the partner's name. That's when Larry Reed was working with Buddha. And so she came on, she did their show. I don't know if it was in his basement or in the spare room in his, I think he was in a condo at that point. Anyway, she was so impressed with the setup, she asked them to come and help her set up a studio in her basement. She had a space in her basement. You know, she lives in a big old house. But it's very, imagine if I had cameras and all this shit in my living room. In other words, my living room became my studio. Because you don't want to take all that stuff down and next day set it back up, take it down. No, it's always set up. So essentially, she didn't want her living room to be a studio. So that was, I think, how they started breaking up. She said, "Stop bringing all them punks down here," and that was Larry and Buddha to set up the little stage and the studio. But it climaxed with Monique. Monique was very good there. You know, I'm not a big Monique fan, but she handled that situation very well because they were being very disrespectful. T.S. Madison was in tears trying to get Kai to act right. And after that, of course, we got a couple of years of commentary about it. Yeah, it turned into a big uproar. It produced creeps like Jay Wilson. That's where he came out of. He credits that with being the beginning of the beef sector, but actually it was the beginning of him, right? Many of us are already here and already doing whatever we do, you know, now. But I called that thing out, though, before they even started the show. First time I saw her there, I said, "Oh, no, you got to get rid of that thing, baby." Don't get mad, people, fans. How Kai going to be homophobic with Maddie as a partner? I don't mean you can't be. I don't know. I don't know if it was that. You know, a lot of time people, we have a problem with this language stuff. LGBT people are extremely sensitive about certain words, but people who are around a lot of LGBT people, they tend to use the same language. That's right. Black people get upset when they see other races using nigger or nigga. They don't like that, right? You pick up things. But a lot of times they get in arguments and so forth, and they might use that same language because they're around it, and people throw it around. I mean, I call Jay Wilson a sissy every other day, you know. So whatever. I don't think it always means that you hate gay people because you've used some words, right? You use bad words to be hurtful, right? Women could revoke and say, "We don't like the way y'all use bitch." What's fair, you know? If you go into New York City, I didn't know you were from there. New York City, and you be on one block. This block hates that block. This block hates that block. You go another street, and then they're all Italians, and you know. I don't know. San Francisco is pretty mixed up. All of California, really. But okay. We need to hear about Jay. We need to hear about Jay Williams. Girl, I got the last few days, I just can't even listen to the voice. Soon I turn it on, I turn it off. I said, no, I can't do this today. I can't do this voice. But I know that in there lies my content. So sometimes you got to sneak in, and get you some. It don't take him but a couple of minutes. Plus, if you want to get some dirt on Jay Wilson, you can come in the beginning, the middle, at the end. It's the same thing all the way through, right? So you got to sneak in and get what your content is going to be for that day and pull out, or that voice would drive you crazy. All that repeating, honey. I don't care. I don't care. What do you care about, boy? He throwed his ass over here on internet. He was a total square. And he will come on here like he hip slick and cool. He one of us, but he wanted to insult everything about other people on here, right? But he want to get in there because I can get a coin from it. I'm real. Nigga, we stopped saying I'm real back. To be real. Got to be real. Got to be real. We stopped saying that back in the 70s, girl. I just want to say this. Say it, nigga. You already said it 30 times. Why you got to announce you're going to say it again, girl? Let's do it again. Do it again. Let's do it in the morning. Commentary all through the night. I'm just here for the coin. I don't know why people don't realize that a gentleman doesn't talk about money. You know, it's just not something you just don't do, honey. Oh, I'm here for the money. Oh, I'm gonna get a coin from it. I mean, the people don't they realize that he's talking about you? He gonna get a coin from you, honey. Now he's trying to cook up something else. I think I did hear that yesterday. She talking about, oh, there's something in the works. I can't say about it. I can't tell everybody about it. Oh, it's something in the works. Girl, ain't nothing in the works, but you going to get some more classes, girl, to avoid your student loans. Pay those people their money. Government assistance. Something in the works. I can't say nothing. Girl, she got to cook up another scheme now to get some more of y'all money. The boat rides over. She paid the mortgage. And now she got to come up with some other plan to get some more. Got burps and hiccups. Oh, what time is it? I got to go get my MRI today. They're going to check my lower back. Where's my phone? I got to go and get it. Oh, shit, that may be them right there. Anyways, peoples. Yeah, I got to go. I got to go and get my MRI. If you got healthcare, people use it. That's the only way they found that damn cancer in me. I had no idea, no symptoms, no nothing. So whenever they tell me to test this, test that, get that, it ain't gonna cost me no money. Hell yeah, I'll do it. Sign me up. So I gotta run. So I gotta take the dog out first before it's just 6 o'clock. It's another hour. Thank y'all for coming in. And we're gonna have to sit and see what happens with this case. Right? Is Tasha going to start being nice to Cardi now? Is she going to be secretly slipping her messages? Are they going to try to get some kind of alliance? I don't know. It could be Tasha K. I mean, Cardi B might say, well, this woman is obviously crazy. She's bipolar. She's going to start hollering, screaming, and she's going to say something else insulting. Well, does that mean that I can't forgive the loan just because she's a nut job? A wackadoo? We'll see. But we're definitely following this. Y'all have a wonderful night. What is it, Friday already? Oh, look at all the people. I'm sorry if I missed you guys. Thanks for coming in. Later.